Scott, thank you for joining us. Overall, that's a good point and a very good performance against the league champions here. Can I get your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I agree. I think that on reflection of the game, we probably had the best chance of the game. You know, we stole it high up the pitch. Rushanet Murphy stole the ball and probably should have scored. You know, I think that was probably the biggest chance of the game. But I'm really proud of the players. I thought we were outstanding today. I thought they got the game plan spot on. I did feel though, first half we could have pressed them harder and faster and higher up the pitch. I thought we at times pretended to press, and you know, I don't want my team to pretend to press. I want them to really press and get after him. And I think that even though we looked man for man around the pitch and we were 3 against 3, sometimes 2 against 2 on the top line, once we pressed, the keeper didn't really have an answer other than kick it, and I backed my centre halves to defend in them 1v1 situations anyway, or it goes straight through to the keeper, and then we get the control back. You know, so it was so important that we continued that at half time. I raised my voice a little bit, and I wanted more from the players. I wanted more energy to press them, because I felt like I say that we kind of half-did it. I wanted to fully do it, and then our biggest chance came from it. So pleased with that. But listen, I can't ask any more from the players today. They played against a top side. They're a championship team, you know, and we've matched them today, gone toe to toe. And I thought there was some really good actions as well, where we played from back to front really efficiently and played through their press at times. I thought the goalkeeper and Dion, I think Alfie made it about 10k chasing the ball, chasing the keeper and Dion at times when we played out from the back, and we kind of looked really composed in moments of the game. Didn't create loads, must admit, but I'm really proud of that performance.
Yeah, it looked like a very mature performance. Obviously, it's to be expected. It was a great atmosphere pre-game. Obviously, they'd just been crowned league champions, but the players looked to sort of brush that off straight away and, you know, dealt with a big occasion. And, you know, that is impressive for what is a very young group.
Yeah, I'm delighted with the way that we went about the game, based on the fact that they took all the information on board of how I wanted to play today. You know, I thought we got the game plan nailed on, and we just fell short of winning the game. Listen, they had plenty of chances as well. I'm not going to, you know, be deluded by that. They're a good side, very good side. I'd say top players really of this division, if not the division above. So good luck to them. But listen, that's a big point. That's a big point for us. That could be the difference at the end of the season, which is obviously not too far away now. We've got now 3 massive games in which we know what we've got to do.
Yeah, it's obviously tough when you look at the league table and you see that we've actually dropped the place today. It's just the cruel reality of football, isn't it? But as you say, that could be a point that teases, and a performance that tees us up nicely for what are going to be 3 crucial games.
I back my players to keep going. You know, I back me to make them keep going. So that's what we've got to do. Just got to keep going, show fighting spirit, get down the road, recover as best as we can, and then prep for Easter Monday against Exeter as best as we can, and we go for it again.
Yeah, it must have been pretty frustrating for you having to watch from, you know, up high again today. Or does it, we spoke about it last season away at Tranmere, does it give you a different perspective that you'd like going into the last 3 games?
No, I liked it. But I think it was a tactical game at times as well. So when you're sat up there, you can see the shape of the team better, clearer. You can see when it's not quite right. You can see when it needs changing. I had communication down to the bench, which was really clear. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it, and it might be something that I do moving forward as well, even when I'm not suspended. I think it's actually, especially in the first half of a game, you can get a really good viewpoint of more so the shape of the team and how we're doing. So yeah, it was absolutely fine. The only frustrating thing for me was that you can't engage with the fans, which I tried to at the end there, you know, just to show my appreciation of the numbers they brought today. They were amazing, wasn't they, throughout the game, you know, so... I was just disappointed that I couldn't engage with the fans, and I actually made my debut here back in 1994, and I wanted to walk on the pitch and remember them moments when I was a young player, but wasn't allowed to do that. So again, disappointed not to do that.
Yeah, a word for Toby, Steward. Obviously, the goalkeeping department has been, you know, talk of late, but that was a real positive outcome of the game. You know, obviously a very young goalkeeper. One of his first doses, if not the first dose of senior football at the home of the league champions, performed great, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant. You know, I thought we asked a lot of him as well. Coached him in quite a lot of detail yesterday about how we get control from them deep areas, how we play out from goal kicks. I thought Dion really helped him well in terms of weight of pass, angle of supporting positions, distance of supporting position, all that. He got spot on, Dion, and helped him really well and made it kind of easy for him in many ways. But yeah, I thought he was brilliant, and obviously a clean sheet against a top side. You got Alfie May, you got Stansfield, you got some top players in their team, and they did great. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, and it says a lot that we're probably sitting here. I mean, Ivan obviously been in the dressing room, but celebrating the fact that it seems to appear that everybody's made it through unscathed, because we're down to bare bones at the moment, aren't we?
We are down to bare bones. We've got a few sore legs in there because they put a lot of effort in. Like I say, I really back my strength and conditioning team. They're the best in the country, in my opinion. I back them to make sure that the players go down the road recovered, ready for Monday.
Perfect. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Toby, first of all, welcome to Crawley. Second of all, what a way to make your professional debut. How was that?
Yeah, no, brilliant. I'm so pleased to be here, and it was a good first game from all the boys. But yeah, no, it was a really enjoyable game to be part of. So yeah, no, really good to be here.
Yeah, and talk us a little bit through, when did you first hear about the potential move? Because as we know, with these emergency loans, things move very quickly. So at what point did you get the call, and then at what point did you check who we've got next and see it was Birmingham away?
Yeah, no, like you say, it was very quick. I think maybe 2 days or literally a day before I came up is when I got told, and I got told straight away it was Birmingham first game. But no, I was so excited for it, and really buzzing for it. So I'm glad it all happened, and yeah, it was really good today.
Yeah, and we were speaking a little bit off camera, some way to settle the nerves when 50 million Jay Stansfield's through and goal, and you make a save 1-on-1. It must have sort of. Did you have any nerves coming into the game, or did that sort of help settle them?
Yeah, for sure. There's always nerves, but it sort of equals out with adrenaline, and like you say, that definitely helped that 1-on-1. But the boys looked after me brilliantly. All those lads at the back, Dion, Charlie, and Rudders. So yeah, no, it was really good, and yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and what I suppose, as you said there, it was a good performance from us today. You would have only had one, is that right? One training session or two? Two training sessions. So that obviously gave you your first taste of real match action. And with 3 games left of the season, it must give a player like yourself, obviously, you'll be playing on Monday as well, some good confidence that we can, kick on and get the points that we need.
Yeah, for sure. Like this is level 1 player, and I think the boys are brilliant, and yeah, I think we can definitely get some results in these last few games. So yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, and what has it been like, obviously, working with Scott, because we know even from a goalkeeping side of things, he demands a lot. He demands goalkeepers that play, well with their feet. So what's that been like? Is that what you've been used to before? Is that like a sort of fresh challenge for yourself?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a fresh challenge. Fresh challenge. He's a good manager, and he definitely makes you want to play for him and work hard. So yeah, no, he plays a good style of play, and I think it was tough, obviously, with not being here too long. But I think once I got into it, it was good. So,
yeah, and obviously, as we spoke a little bit about already, you've got a game to prepare for on Monday. Again, talking of settling nerves and everything and helping ease you in, it's obviously good for yourself that we got, what is a positive result here, and obviously a clean sheet as well. It must sort of fill you with confidence and make you want to get back out there on Monday.
Yeah, for sure. But every game's its own, so we'll go into Monday with the same mindset of trying to win. And we could have won today, but like you say, a point is a good point against a good side. So yeah, we'll go on Monday just as energized.
Okay. Obviously, Scott has a particular style of playing, as we've said.
Yes.
There must have been a lot of information you had to take in the last couple of days in your training session. Can you just talk us through that and how much sort of information you did have to take on?
Yeah, for sure. Scott and the team definitely helped me. Like we went through patterns, and they explained in depth what I had to do and how the boys were going to help me out in doing it. Like I say, there's a certain way that we play out from goal kicks. So yeah, I had to take it on, but I think it definitely, you could see in the game, it was effective when we got it right. So yeah, no, they definitely helped out with me taking it on.
Yeah, and Dion, was he sort of as captain and as senior pro kind of thing? Was he talking to you throughout the game and just talking you through certain movements and that?
Yeah, no, for sure. Dion's a very experienced player, and like I say, he helped me out throughout the game. But he put as much trust in me than I put in trust as him. So I just tried to perform as well as I could to prove him that I can play. So yeah, no, he was really good to me, and I really appreciate it.
And when Scott came back as manager, after the first training session with the players, he was like, I can't believe they're down, struggling where they are because of the talent in the squad. Is that the impression you've got since you've been here as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think the boys are so talented and it's such a good team. It's a shame they haven't had some results that haven't gone their way. But like you say, like the talent in the squad is definitely good enough to stay up. And we'll just have to see what happens in the last few games. But we're going to try our best for sure.
Brilliant. Thanks, Toby.